Alright, so I know I'm a week late, exactly a week late. It's Sunday today. I'm a week late on the episode 4 Penguin review, but I'm here now. Better late than never. So let's get into the review. So the first thing I really liked about this episode is the portrayal of Sophia in this episode. The actress behind this character does an amazing job. Amazing. I didn't think her character could carry an episode, and I knew eventually they'd dive into the backstory of her character, and I was wrong. I was severely wrong. This actress could freaking carry the show if she had to. But I still enjoyed it, even though the Penguin was not really in the show's 4th episode at all, basically. He was in it for a little while, and Colin Farrell did amazing in that little time that he was shown on screen. But after those two positives, I want to mention the biggest positive I could give to this episode. The portrayal of Carmine Falcone returning to the show after his character was killed. I mean, obviously this is a prequel episode, like telling you the events, how Sophia got here, and Carmine Falcone framed Sophia and got her put into a prison, and that's how we meet a bunch of other characters. But his inclusion was very creative, and I loved it. And of course, Alberto Falcone was great to see on screen. I always enjoy seeing his character, because since he died in episode 1, we never really got to know that character. And with each and every time there's a flashback where he was alive, you get more and more insight of how he was, who he was, He was a very supportive brother to Sophia, and ultimately was always on her side. And it was just a joy to see his character come back again. And the story is just amazing in this episode, honestly. Amazing. And I'm kind of happy that they did not include Victor, because I don't know, man. I liked Victor in episode 1 and 2, as said in my previous reviews, but in this episode, they didn't even show him, and I was completely fine with that. I think at this point with his character, you could go the entire series without having his character in anything, and I'd be totally fine with it, honestly. So, with that being said, moving on to the next thing I want to mention about this episode, the crazy dinner scene where Sophia is trying to, take over the city and stuff. I mean, obviously this is a prequel, and she did not get what she wanted from this specific scene, but overall, this scene was really awesome. Now, I'm trying to, really lighten the spoilers so that way you guys could watch this yourself, because it is probably the best episode of The Penguin so far. Even critics and viewers alike love this episode and think it's the best one, and I'm on that train. I think this is the best episode of the series so far. I usually am not a fan of prequels or, episodes explaining the story that came before. Those filler episodes in The Walking Dead or filler episodes in other shows. I knew this was going to be a filler just from the cover and from the plot of the episode. And I was scared that this was going to be a bad episode, And like I said at the beginning of the video, I was severely wrong. This is such a good episode. All the story, all the characters, just very well done, and I enjoyed it very much. But now I want to talk about the entire jail sequence, from Sophia getting arrested from the backseat of Oswald's car to then going to the prison, then meeting this awful character that kind of looks like the Joker, to be honest. And this character really brought nothing to the story, nothing to the backstory, other than a useless character who was just mentally insane and went after Sophia, but then killed herself by stabbing herself with a fork. Honestly, one of the most useless characters I've ever seen. So that entire little plot I did not really enjoy that much, but the entire sequence with Sophia's lawyer and Alberto being with her was very emotional and powerful. And all the charges that Sophia gets pushed with, accusing of killing her mother, even though apparently it was Falcone's fault. Carmine Falcone's fault about the murder. But I don't know, I thought it was the fact that she just killed herself, not that Carmine killed her, but way to bring story to a dead character. Make him more hateable than he already was. But yeah, everything with the prison was just very creative and an awesome, well done backstory for the character of Sophia. And also, this episode really gave us more reason to like Alberto Falcone because, like, he's a good brother, very supportive with his sister, and he's like, I'm gonna get you out of here, or I'm gonna, like, be with you, I'm gonna make sure you're okay. You know, it's very, very, very well done storytelling. And the entire sequence with her psychiatrist, like, I don't know with this guy, man. Like, I don't know if we should be liking him, like, thinking that he's on Sophia's side or not. Like, he's very, very confusing. But with mentioning that character, I'm gonna end the video now. Make sure you like, subscribe, maybe comment if you want, and that's all I really have to say in this video. Bye, guys.